I'm going to answer question 49 for you. So we're going to look at, really, we can just look at, I think, B, because A is pretty straightforward. You're going to take the major points and shift them 2 to the left and 1 up. B, however, you have a stretch, which you're going to do first because it's multiplication, and then secondly, you're going to shift, you have a K shift of up 2. So, we will identify our major points first. So we're looking at B. So if we look at our major points, we're going to identify our maxes and our mins. And it will be helpful to actually plot the points. We'll do -1, 2, 2, 1, and then 5, 2. And we're applying a stretch of 2 to the y values. So we're going to double all of these. Actually, this is 2, -1. I'm going to write this out the long way. So we're going to multiply each of these by 2. And we are only stretching the y values. So the first y value is 2, the second one's -1, the last one's 2. Multiply this out. Our transform of y values will look like this. And I am just going to write it right overhead so you guys can see it. We don't have a flip here. So we'll take it, and instead of going to 2, we're going to go to 4. So we're going to -1, we're going to go to -2, and then up to 4. Alright, and we can see that that is our stretch. And then our last move is going to be our shift of up 2. So I'm going to take those points, instead of drawing it again, we're going to shift them up 2, 2, and 2 for your final graph. Should look something like this. That's with the stretch and then the shift of 2. Okay. The last one, and there was some discrepancy in the errors. I think the answer said it was negative. There's no negative in this problem. We're just going to shift to the left 4. Alright. The other question you guys had was on problem 71. Alright, so this is 71, and we'll take a look at this. 71 says to solve each of the following equations for x by first expressing each side with the same base. Alright, this is a great question, and we'll look at each of these. You want to find what's common between the two, and you'll see why in a sec. We can see that the common base between each of these is 2. So we're going to say 2 to the third is the same as 8, and that's all to x plus 3, which is equal to 2 to the 5th, okay, which is 32. Now, we'll see why we do this in a sec. We're going to go ahead and distribute this following the rules of exponents. We will get 2 to the 3x, to the 3x plus 9 is equal to 2 to the 5th. Now, if we have the same base, that means whatever's up top, if this is equal to this, the whole thing will be true. So we can think of the bases dropping out, and then we have 3x plus 9 equals 5, and now it's just algebra. Subtract 9 from each side. 3x equals -4, divide by 3, divide by 3. X is equal to -4 over 3. There's our answer for A. So the whole idea here is you want to find like bases, these two 2's, and then deal with that exponent until you get into this form, and then the bases drop out and it's algebra. Alright, let's try doing B. The same case here. 27 and 1/9. So we can break this down, and we get 3 to the third. Actually, let me do it in black. 3 to the third, all of this to the 2x, is equal to 3 to the -2 to the x minus 1. Same move as last time. Go ahead and distribute. I go to both of these here. Remember, this is in parentheses. So now we have 3 to the 6x is equal to 3 to the negative 2x plus 2. You'll notice our bases are the same, so these will cancel. And now we have straight algebra. 6x equals negative 2x plus 2. Now we're going to go ahead and solve. Add 2x, add 2x. We'll get 8x equals 2, divided by 8, divided by 8. X is equal to 1/4. There's your answer for B. Okay. Alright. Now let's look at our last problem. Same case here. Look at your bases. Are going to have to do 5 on both of them, and we're going to have a negative exponent because we're flipping it, so 5 to the negative 3 to the 2x minus 3 is equal to 5 to the negative 2. We'll go ahead and distribute this to both. I'm going to work this up top. We have 5 to the negative 6x plus 9 is equal to 5 to the negative 2. Same basis here. So the rest is algebra. These will cancel. Negative 6x, let me do it to the side. Negative 6x plus 9 equals negative 2. Minus 9 minus 9. Negative 6x equals negative 11. Divided by negative 6. Divided by negative 6. X is equal to 11 over 6. Alright. So in all three of these problems, you see that kind of the goal is, or the process, is to find the same base. It's all about this move right here. Once you can find the same base, then the tops become really the algebra involved. You set them equal to each other, and you're back to algebra 2. Alright, hope that helps.